Mirrors, they reflect our world, but what if they could reflect something more, something beyond our comprehension? It might sound like a creepy question, but consider the fact that mirrors have been around for thousands of years. And for almost as long, people have been attributing them with powers that go beyond simple reflection. Yes, we're talking about haunted mirrors. The concept of haunted mirrors isn't just a recent invention of horror movies. It's an idea that's ingrained in cultures and folklore around the globe. From the ancient Greeks who believed that mirrors could show a person's soul, to the Japanese legend of the Yata no Kagami, a sacred mirror that's said to house the spirit of a deity. In the Middle Ages, it was common belief that mirrors could be portals to other realms, a belief that, in some corners of the world, persists to this day. And let's not forget about the famous Bloody Mary legend, a ritual involving a mirror and a dark room that's been giving children sleepless nights for generations. But it's not all about ancient legends and childhood games. There are countless stories of modern-day encounters with haunted mirrors. Like the tale of the Myrtles Plantation mirror in Louisiana, which is said to hold the spirits of a woman and her children who were poisoned in the 1800s. Despite attempts to cleanse the mirror, visitors claim to see the figures trapped within it, their expressions pleading for release. And then there's the chilling story of the haunted mirror of Robinson Roe's house in San Diego, where visitors have reported seeing the reflection of a man in Victorian clothing staring back at them with a menacing grin. Thus, the mirror, a seemingly simple object, has been a source of fear and fascination throughout the ages. And as we delve deeper into the enigma of haunted mirrors, we might just find that these reflections of the past have a lot more to reveal. So brace yourself as we journey into the world of haunted mirrors, where the line between reality and reflection is forever blurred. The concept of haunted mirrors takes us back to the ancient times where mirrors were more than just reflective surfaces. Dive into the pages of history, and you'll find that mirrors held a unique position in the tapestry of human culture. Our ancestors didn't simply use them to check their appearance. Mirrors were considered potent tools of magic and divination, gateways to realms beyond our own. In the ancient Egyptian civilization, mirrors were regarded as symbols of the sun god Ra, imbued with the divine power to illuminate the mysteries of life and death. Made of polished copper, they were used in rituals that sought to harness the energy of the sun. Meanwhile, in the classical Greek society, the prophetess or Pythia at the Temple of Apollo in Delphi used a mirror to catch glimpses of the future. These catoptromancy practices, as they were known, were thought to provide a portal to the divine, a pathway to converse with the gods themselves. Travel a bit further east, and we find the Chinese Han Dynasty, where mirrors were seen as protectors against evil spirits. Their reflective surfaces were believed to reveal the true nature of things, unmasking any lurking malevolence. In the Celtic culture too, mirrors held a mystical allure. They were thought to be doorways to the spirit world, a realm inhabited by ancestors and ancient gods. The Celts believed that by peering into a mirror, they could communicate with these entities, seek their guidance, or even invite them into our world. This perception of mirrors as supernatural conduits persisted through the Middle Ages in Europe. Folklore and superstitions surrounded the use of mirrors. They were thought to reflect not just the physical, but the soul itself. It was believed that a mirror could trap a person's reflection and with it, their spirit. As we journey through time, we see that these ancient cultures, disparate as they may be, shared a common belief that mirrors were not just mundane objects, but powerful tools of magic and divination. The mirror, in its silent reflection, was seen as a bridge between the living and the dead, the known and the unknown. These ancient beliefs laid the foundation for the chilling tales of haunted mirrors we hear today. As time progressed, so did the tales of haunted mirrors, weaving themselves intricately into folklore and urban legends. Our ancestors often viewed mirrors as mystical objects, believed to hold the power to reflect more than just our physical selves. In the heart of Europe, the folklore of haunted mirrors took a chilling turn. There's a tale from the 18th century that tells of a cursed mirror bought by a wealthy merchant. It's said that anyone who dared to gaze into it at midnight would see the face of their own demise. This mirror was feared and eventually hidden away, but the story remains a chilling reminder of the power mirrors were once believed to hold. Across the globe in Japan, a different tale emerged. The legend of the Yata no Kagami, a sacred mirror said to house a deity. This mirror was not feared but revered, a divine object of worship. However, it was believed that if it were to be used for vanity, the deity would become enraged, cursing the offender with a lifetime of misfortune. In the Americas, tales of haunted mirrors were often linked to the spiritual world. Many believed mirrors could trap the souls of the deceased, creating a chilling gateway between our realm and the next. A popular belief was that mirrors in a house of mourning should be covered to prevent the spirit of the departed from becoming trapped. From these tales, a common thread can be seen. Mirrors were not merely reflective surfaces, they were gateways, portals to another realm, capable of revealing truths we might not wish to see. They were objects of fear, respect, and often superstition. Over the centuries, these tales have continued to evolve, adapting to the cultures and societies that tell them. Seeping into our collective consciousness, they have become a part of our shared human experience, shaping our understanding and interpretation of the world around us. These folklores have painted a terrifying picture of what lurks within the reflective surface. The fascination with haunted mirrors did not stop at folklore. They found their way into the world of literature, adding a spooky touch to many tales. From Gothic novels to contemporary horror, the haunted mirror has become a fixture in the literary world. The allure of the supernatural, combined with the everyday familiarity of a mirror, makes for an eerie juxtaposition that writers have found irresistible. Take, for example, the classic short story by Oscar Wilde, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Although not a mirror per se, the portrait acts as a reflective surface, revealing the hidden, grotesque nature of Dorian's soul while he remains eternally youthful. This twist on the haunted mirror concept underscores the idea that reflections can reveal more than just physical appearances. In the realm of horror literature, Stephen King, the master of macabre himself, utilized the haunted mirror trope in his short story, The Reaper's Image. In this chilling tale, an antique mirror is said to show the Grim Reaper to those who gaze into it. The mirror thus becomes a harbinger of death, an object of terror that foretells a fate no one can escape. Then there's the famous children's book, Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There by Lewis Carroll. While not a horror story, it uses the mirror as a portal to another world, a fantastical place where the rules of reality do not apply. Here, the mirror becomes a gateway to the unknown, a source of endless mystery and intrigue. In each of these examples, the mirror is not merely a reflective object, but a symbol. It represents the hidden aspects of ourselves, the fear of mortality, the curiosity for the unknown, and the thin line between reality and fantasy. Haunted mirrors in literature serve as a reminder of the power of the unknown and the human fascination with what lies beyond the ordinary. They are a testament to our collective imagination, our innate fear, and our endless curiosity. Haunted mirrors in literature have further fueled our imagination and fear of these reflective surfaces. While haunted mirrors may seem like a product of overactive imagination, there is a psychological explanation for the fear they instill. Let's take a step into the realm of cognitive science to understand why these reflective surfaces can sometimes give us the chills. It all begins with our brain. Our mind is a complex machine, constantly processing information from our surroundings, making sense of the world around us. But sometimes, it can misinterpret what it sees, particularly in the case of mirrors. Mirrors create a perfect, reversed image of reality, something our brain is not naturally equipped to understand. This incongruity can create a sense of unease. It's like looking into a parallel world where everything is familiar yet slightly off. This feeling of uncanniness often triggers fear, the same kind of fear that haunts us when we think of ghosts and other supernatural entities. Complicating matters further are the peculiarities of human perception. We are hardwired to recognize faces, and our brains are constantly searching for familiar patterns in our environment. This phenomenon, known as pareidolia, explains why we sometimes see faces in inanimate objects like clouds or, you guessed it, mirrors. Imagine catching a glimpse of an unexpected reflection in a dimly lit room. Your brain might interpret it as a face, leading to a momentary panic. Moreover, our perception can be influenced by our beliefs and expectations. If you've grown up hearing tales of haunted mirrors, your brain is primed to interpret any odd reflections as supernatural. This is a form of cognitive bias, where our mind tends to confirm what it already believes, regardless of the reality. Additionally, mirrors in low light conditions can create illusions. Limited visibility can cause our eyes to play tricks on us, making us see things that may not be there. Finally, let's not forget the power of suggestion. Horror movies and folklore have long associated mirrors with the paranormal, reinforcing our fears and making mirrors seem spookier than they really are. Our minds are capable of playing tricks on us, making us perceive things that may not be there. So next time you feel a chill looking into a mirror, remember, it's not the mirror that's haunted. It's your mind playing tricks on you. Even in the 21st century, stories of haunted mirrors continue to chill our spines, proving that this ancient fear is far from forgotten. In recent years, haunted mirror stories have taken on a new life, fueled by the reach of the internet and social media. Tales that once may have remained local now have the potential to reach a global audience, stirring up fears in every corner of the world. Take, for instance, the infamous tale of the Myrtles Plantation Mirror in Louisiana. In the early 2000s, it was sold on eBay with a chilling backstory. The previous owner claimed that the mirror contained the trapped spirits of a woman and her children, who had been brutally murdered in the plantation house where the mirror once hung. The story quickly spread, instilling fear and intrigue in people across the globe. Or consider the tale of the haunted eBay mirror, another mirror sold online with a terrifying backstory. The seller claimed that the mirror brought nothing but bad luck, causing its owners to experience nightmarish visions and bouts of ill health. This modern-day tale of a haunted mirror quickly went viral, captivating audiences worldwide. These stories aren't confined to the physical world either. The internet is rife with tales of haunted mirror apps that supposedly show the reflection of ghosts or other supernatural entities. These digital tales are a testament to how our ancient fears have adapted to the technology of the modern age. The power of social media has also played a significant role in the spread of these stories. The hashtag #HauntedMirror has been used thousands of times on platforms like Twitter and Instagram, allowing people to share their own terrifying experiences and fueling the collective fear of haunted mirrors. Haunted mirror stories, whether they're rooted in physical objects or digital apps, have a universal appeal. They tap into our deepest fears and captivate our imaginations, proving that even in the 21st century, our fascination with the supernatural remains strong. As we continue to share these stories, the legend of haunted mirrors lives on. Haunted mirrors have been a part of our cultural history for centuries, from ancient civilizations to modern-day internet folklore. These reflective surfaces, once just tools for personal grooming, have evolved into a canvas for our deepest fears and curiosities. A mirror's ability to distort and reflect reality has lent it a supernatural aura, turning it into a symbol of mystery, fear, and fascination. Let's recap what we've delved into today. We started with a look at the origins of haunted mirrors, a journey that took us back to the ancient civilizations of Egypt and Greece. In these societies, mirrors were more than just functional items. They were mystical objects, gateways to another world, a realm of spirits and the deceased. Over time, these beliefs seeped into folklore, entwining the mirror with tales of horror and the supernatural. The evolution of haunted mirrors in folklore has been a fascinating journey. From Eastern European tales of vampires terrified by their own reflection, to the Japanese legend of the Yata no Kagami, a sacred mirror that could reveal the truth. Mirrors have always held a significant place in our collective imagination, serving as a conduit for our deepest fears and most profound revelations. In fiction, the trope of the haunted mirror has been employed with chilling effect, from the Gothic tales of Edgar Allan Poe to the psychological horrors of Stephen King. Authors have used mirrors as instruments of fear, devices of revelation and symbols of the unconscious mind. They've spun tales that make us question our own reflections and leave us with an eerie sense of unease every time we gaze into a mirror. The psychology of haunted mirrors is equally intriguing. Mirrors can induce feelings of unease and discomfort, triggering our primal fear of the unknown. They have the power to distort our perception, making us question what's real and what's merely a reflection. This, coupled with our innate fear of the dark and what it might hide, makes mirrors a potent symbol in our psyche, a manifestation of our deepest fears and anxieties. In the 21st century, haunted mirrors have found a new home in the digital world. From horror movies to internet forums, these spectral reflections have adapted to the modern era, evolving from ancient folklore into viral internet stories. They've become a part of our digital culture, their stories shared and reshaped by a global audience. In conclusion, the enduring appeal of haunted mirrors lies in their ability to reflect our own fears back at us. They are a symbol of the unknown, a portal into another realm, a reminder of our mortality. They encapsulate our fascination with the supernatural and our inherent fear of what lies beyond the veil of reality. Whether it's ancient folklore, a spine-chilling novel, or a story shared on a late-night internet forum, haunted mirrors continue to captivate us with their enigmatic reflections of the past.